Hello everyone, welcome back to Abundant Automation. Alright, so without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. We are going to be finishing the sulfuric acid setup. And, well, I think the next... Oh! Hello, copper. Alright, so one thing after the other. I do want to finish the sulfuric acid thing, and then I'm going to look at the copper issue, which I did not foresee. Well, I think it's just... Yeah, it's gonna be that some miners ran out. Or maybe the smelting's not enough anymore. But it should be. That's pretty much one compressed belt there. We'll see. It's not the end of the world. Alright, so you are... going to go there. And now all we need to do is bring in iron, which I'm gonna do from there. Am I? Yes, I think I am. Now let's actually take a moment to plan ahead here. So I doubt I'm gonna be able to fit a proper setup for plastics in here. So say I do plastics, output there, I'm gonna do, plastics only need petroleum as an input, so I could do pretty much the same setup I did with batteries and blue circuits, and have petroleum come in like so, and put chemical plants back to back like so. Input coal down the middle, output plastics to the sides, and that would actually fit. It would fit. However, we would need to bring down sulfuric acid that way. That wouldn't be a problem. And that way both of them will stay expandable. So we'll do it that way. Alright, let's bring you down here then. Don't think we will be destroying anything of value in these pipes. Yes, it's only fractions of a unit in each. Alright, power is still missing, and so is iron. But that's alright, let's just power the thing up and work on plastics. And after that we're gonna do copper. I mean, it's not like anything's gonna be exploding violently. Yeah, it would be nice if the two would connect. But they are not. That's alright, we're just gonna do it this way. Bit of overlap never hurt anyone. Alright, now what? Alright, let's say we have... Let's say we want to do a full belt of plastic, a full blue belt of plastic without any modules. Right, here's a thought. If we put in 2 productivity module 3s here, where do we end up speed-wise? It's 0.875. Because, yeah, So what I'm calculating here is productivity module 3 gives speed minus 15%. Two of these would be speed minus 30, which means I'm taking crafting speed of 1.25 and multiply it by 0.7, which gets me to 0.875. So what we'll basically be looking at, whilst clicking erratically, is 0.875 crafting speed. So we're going to be producing 2 plastic bars per 0.875 seconds. So it's 1.1 seconds per craft, and then obviously we arrive back there. Alright, so it's 2 plastic bars per 0.875 seconds. Let's times that by 2. I'm still doing... I'm once again doing live math, and I feel like I shouldn't. So what did I say? It's 1.1 seconds per craft. So it's 0.875 crafts per second. That means 1.75 plastic bars per second. Now, again, with productivity 3, we get a bonus productivity of 20%. So that times 1.2 is what now? I lost my track again. Alright, let's walk through it again. We have crafting speed of 0.875. That means we do 0.875 crafts per second means 1.75 plastic bars raw per second and 2.1 when factoring in productivity. And now all we need to do is divide 40, which is approximately the speed of a blue belt, and we arrive at around 19. So let's say 20. Let's say we shoot for 20. Can we fit in 20 chemical plants up here? I don't think so. So after having calculated all that, and after most likely having made a mistake, I'll just completely forego what I was doing the calculating for. And start at the back. No, you can stay there. That's interesting. We're out of steel here already. Getting sidetracked again, but that's okay. Yeah, the live math. I don't know what it is with live math anyway. It's very, very interesting. You just tend to make, well, I tend to make more mistakes that way. Alright, now 1 and 2. Well, and technically you could say it isn't really live math. I could always just, you know, end the episode and start anew. But that's not how we roll around here. Alright, so let's just say we do plastics that way. And then everyone's happy. And now what I will do, in fact, is put in a proper liquid splitter. But where? I think here is a good spot. Isn't it? Well, not really. The problem is that I'm taking the petroleum off here. directly. Alright then, screw the splitter or the balancer. We'll just try to saturate everything and be happy with it. Although I will put a storage tank there just to be complete. Alright. So the question is now, do we even connect up the... No, we don't. So let's see, we bring you up and you down. We once again have the 1, 2, 3, and 4 tile distance. Close you off there. Then we can just do this and, I don't know, eyeball about halfway through. Alright, so that's that. I'm curious, why do these already have petroleum in them and these don't? Interesting. Alright, we'll see. We'll see what changes here. Alright, let's put in coal. From there. Iron will go in there. Now this is obviously in the way, which is no good. So we will tear it down. Just rebuild it up here. Passive provider, requester, and empty barrels. Take all my steel. Now this will be coal, and this will be iron. Yeah, that's what we'll do here. We'll have this come around and down there and through there. And that should be us. Now, the question still remains, and I'm pretty certain was just some engine quirk that I wasn't familiar with. Alright, so let's then bring both of these down there. And for the time being, we'll just have you go through there. Now this is still fairly expandable, so I'm happy with it the way it is. Alright, one thing though is that these are... Well, it isn't really a problem with the production. It's just a problem with my my practice of only taking stuff off one side of the belt. Let's move these back a bit. Alright, now this looks pretty okay-ish to me. I mean, we'll still... I was just thinking we shouldn't be hurting for petroleum this hard, but of course we should if the refineries are all offline. So let's just go and connect those up like so. Alright, so that's pretty much everything we need to do here. You're back to 500. Let's have a quick check on the wire conditions there. That's all right. Okay. Now here we go. That's pretty much us set for the foreseeable future. We can always, should the need arise, we can attach more plastics production here, more sulfuric acid down there, more light oil cracking there, more heavy oil cracking there, lubricant there, and our refineries are going to grow over into the west. Okay. Alright, now let me take a quick look at these, at the copper situation up there. So it's, yeah, it seems like it's just a supply issue. Some of the miners must have gone dry. There we are. So let me, no, let's just keep you there. And there. And let's take a quick head count. We do have 2, 4, 6, 8, and screw it. Let's just put in many. What am I even doing here? Yeah, it's somewhat workable. Not pretty in the slightest, but it isn't forever anyway. Alright, that should once again leave us with a fully compressed belt. Let's stay for a minute and make certain that it actually stays that way. But let's also cartograph these resource deposits. Now there's barely anything left of the iron deposit there. Let's go ahead and remove all of those and map that one. And we're going to call this copper deposit. Where's it got to there? Copper ore. So it's going to be copper base. Go. And that one's going to be iron base. And that's it. No need to do much else there. Although we should probably put claiming a copper deposit somewhere on our list. It shouldn't be too hard. I mean, there's one ripe for the taking up there. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get down towards our main factory again and have a look at what we can do here. Yeah, we are really hurting for copper though. Although I'm pretty certain that, yeah, the supplies haven't reached so far. I mean the new and improved belt. We're still having some holes in there. Oh well. Let's just leave it at that and move forward. Alright, moving forward. But where are we moving to? Where are we actually moving to? We still have plenty of purple stuff, so all we need to work on right now in order to get science rolling is batteries. And batteries is a pretty easy thing to work on, because all we need to do is add more production. So we'll just do it down here. Seems like a good enough place. This really does look like a relic from the past, doesn't it? In case you don't know what I'm talking about, before, I think it was before 0.12, you used to lose compression along the edges, along corners on a belt, which is physically correct, I guess, but then in 0.12 they changed it so that you don't, because what you had to do was either do something like this, so have faster belt corners, or do some very elaborate schemes involving multiple splitters along corners, and it wasn't very pretty. Not pretty at all. So yeah, speaking of pretty, we are pretty much done with this episode, and in the next one we shall take a look at batteries and other stuff down the line, once again to robotics. So until then, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. I've been Discrined, and I shall see you soon.